What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 3 things I look for when I'm trading crypto. But before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so the first thing we're talking about when we're talking about the top 3 things I use to make money trading and investing in crypto is volume. Now, a lot of people overlook volume, but volume is one of the most profound and powerful ways to make money in these markets. Now, here is Apple Computers over here on the right, and here is the total crypto market cap over here on the left. Now, this was the internet bubble right here. We're zoomed out a little bit on this chart, but that looked really parabolic and had a big crash if you're zoomed in on that little internet bubble cycle. Now, you can see all of the volume that happened during the internet bubble right here and during the exponential increase of value that Apple Computers started to see as we broke bullish out of the internet bubble. So there was a bunch of volume all through this whole area early on with Apple Computers. Now, if we look at crypto right now, it's a very similar thing. The total crypto market cap had a bunch of volume right here. As you can see, we have a little pump right here, very similar to Apple Computers during the internet bubble. Then we started to go parabolic here and have a big correction along the way up. And now we've started to recover on crypto. So this move right here is very similar to this move right here on Apple Computers. But what I really want to point out here is not how the charts look similar, even though they do, but just how much volume there is in the total crypto market cap. Very similar to early day Apple or a lot of other companies that were heavily associated with the technology of the internet. There was a bunch of volume early on those stocks. And we see the same thing here for the total crypto market cap. Now, Apple Computers went parabolic after this. Price exponentially increased significantly over time. Why? Because volume precedes price. This is so important to understand. Why? Because if you can follow the money, you can make money in these markets. It's really that simple. There's nothing complicated about it. If you can follow the money, you can make money in these markets. And one of the best ways to do this is to use CoinMarketCap.com. Over here, you can look at the volume ranking for all of these different currencies based on their monthly volume rankings. Now, of course, you also want to use the charts, especially in the bigger time frames, zoomed out. But here on the monthly volume rankings, you can get a really good idea of where the big money is. And also, if you have something with like $1 million market cap, then you get like 10 million in 24-hour trading volume. That's usually a really good sign that there's a lot of money coming into that coin. So it's not only how much total volume you're getting, but it's also how much volume in relation to the total market cap of that coin. So watch for that as well. But as you can see, a lot of these coins have super high volume. You're talking about almost $1 trillion in Bitcoin volume. And look at all this, $29 billion on Pepe. That's crazy. 40 billion on Sui. So these are the coins you want to keep your eyes on, because these are the coins that the big players and the whales are buying. You can see it in the volume. Volume precedes price. Just like what we were talking about with Apple Computers, how all of that volume happened before price went vertical. A lot of these coins that have high volume are going to do really big moves this cycle. Chiliz, Injective, Celestia. You've got a lot of coins on here that are set up for big moves, big vertical moves, and the volume is what's telling you that that's going to happen. Now, if we go back over here to Apple computers, you can see just how vertical price got after we had all that volume in the market. Again, volume precedes price. Before you get a big vertical move, the best way to see that is to look at volume. And with crypto, we're basically the same as early day Apple. Very similar volume profile here on crypto. And in fact, crypto, the total crypto market cap actually has more volume than Apple computers did because Apple is just one single stock, while crypto total market cap is all of the cryptos combined. So we have a lot of volume in the crypto markets. So this is one of the most powerful ways to play these markets, to make money in crypto, is to follow the volume. Now, if you're playing with a low cap, it's not going to be on the top 100. It's not going to be in the monthly volume rankings. So you'll have to compare volume to the total market cap of that coin. Again, if it has 1 million in market cap and you see that in 24-hour volume is all of a sudden 10 million, then that's probably a good sign that big players are buying that coin because they expect a big increase in value. So follow the money. That's how you make money in crypto. Follow the money, because that's where more money is going to come in. All of these coins that are ranking high in monthly volume, they're going to be big players this cycle. That's the volume is showing you what's coming in the market. It precedes price. So this is super, super powerful. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't understand this. But once you do, you can make so much money in crypto. It's crazy, especially if you use volume in relation to your charts, in conjunction with your charts. So let's talk about the other thing that I look for. Number 2, most important thing when I'm trading and investing in crypto. So number 1 is volume. Number 2 is chart patterns. It sounds so simple, but chart patterns are so powerful. This can be your Elliott waves. This can be your triangles, your bull flags, your rounded bottoms, your cup and handles, all of those different chart patterns. That is so powerful. If you can find a good coin in terms of volume and go find some really good chart patterns on that coin, you can make a lot of money trading and investing in crypto. So let's talk a little bit about what chart patterns I personally use. By the way, join the Discord, link in the description box below, and click on knowledge and links and click on top trading patterns. You can get a free download of most of the top trading patterns that I use in this market. So make sure you go check that out. But yeah, chart patterns are so, so powerful. If you have a rounded bottom pattern, for example, that is a super, super powerful pattern. Rounded bottoms almost never fail. There's such a high probability of success rate that if you can find one of those rounded bottoms, then you can pretty much guarantee you can make a lot of money on that coin. I mean, look at this right here on the total crypto market cap. We have a huge rounded bottom forming on the total crypto market cap. That is super, super bullish. That's just exactly like what happened to Bitcoin back in 2015. For you guys that weren't around back then, Bitcoin did this exact same pattern as the entire crypto total market cap is doing right now. And look what happened. We had a huge vertical breakout as a result of that pattern. So trading patterns are powerful. And whether it's an ABC correction, whether it's Elliott wave theory, whether it's a triangle patterns are super powerful. Falling wedge, rising wedge. You know, I called the top on Pepe and made a bunch of money shorting Pepe because of a rising wedge pattern. So you guys can find out about these trading patterns in the Discord, and also just with Google Images. You can Google a lot of them and just type them in and find examples of these trading patterns. So again, if you can find something that has high volume and good trading patterns, you're going to make money. It's pretty simple. If you find something that's trading good volume, that there's interest, the market's clearly showing demand, which volume is a representation of demand, you can make money trading that coin. It's not that complicated. And sometimes your trading patterns might fail. So you go look for a different one. Look for a different setup, or keep looking at the market and see if it paints a different trading pattern than what you were initially expecting. And keep looking for those trading patterns because they're super powerful. They're super profitable. I mean, over here on the left, we have Bitcoin, and this right here was a big falling wedge. There was a rounded bottom here, but there was also a falling wedge. And a great example of one of these wedges is Chili's. So if we pull up Chili's here, you can see another example of one of these falling wedge patterns, just like what happened to Bitcoin back in the day. So this is a perfect example of a falling wedge here on Chili's. And again, Chili's is one of those setups that's in the top 100 in monthly trading volume. So there's a lot of people picking this thing up in preparation for a big move. So this is using volume in conjunction with trading patterns, with chart patterns. So powerful. You can make a lot of money doing this. All right, so the other thing that I look for in these markets, so number one was volume, number two is trading patterns, your Elliott wave, your ABCs, your triangles, all of that good stuff. Number three is market cycles. Market cycles are unbelievably powerful. If you go to Google Images and type in market cycle, you're going to get a lot of different examples, but the two that I really use is the Wall Street cheat sheet and this one over here. I don't know if there's a name for it, but these are the two that I use like regularly in crypto to make money. So over here on the right, you have the Wall Street cheat sheet. This is a perfect example of the human psychology that occurs in every single cycle over and over again. This is what big players use. They buy blood in the streets. They buy fear. They sell greed. They keep it simple. Here on Bitcoin, you can see that that's exactly what happened back here in 2015. We had a big correction, which took us into the depression phase of the cycle, and then we started a new market cycle. This is a perfect example of a market cycle here on Bitcoin. This is disbelief, this is euphoria, and this is depression down here. A perfect market cycle on Bitcoin. Now, if we go over to 2018, you can see the same thing all over again. Euphoria, depression, disbelief, new market cycle. See how powerful that is? It just repeats over and over again. And especially if there's demand, which is why this is so closely related to volume, because volume's going to show you where the demand is. If there's volume, there's demand. It's pretty simple. So when you have a lot of volume coming into something, that shows a lot of demand. And if there's a lot of demand for something, you're going to get these market cycles, and they're going to be very, very profitable to play. So market cycles is one of the most powerful things that I've ever learned in my trading and my investing to play the cycle. Down here, when people were panic selling their crypto, I was buying. I was telling people to buy. I was buying. Why? Because of the market cycle. I knew it was super undervalued right here. And it was. Bitcoin broke out all the way to 69K. And when COVID hit and the price dropped right here, everybody was bearish. But because of the market cycle, I knew we were going to increase in value. And we did. We went vertical after that. So market cycles can help you understand the human psychology taking place in the market so you can make the most money in crypto. Now over here, we have another great example of what happens with a market cycle. Down here at 16K, everybody was bearish. They were all selling their Bitcoin. But because of the market cycle, I made a video, and because of trading patterns, because of an expanded flat correction, I made a video about Bitcoin being a really good buy right here at 16K, and it broke out after that. So these market cycles are powerful. They can help you buy the dip where other people are fearful and sell when other people are greedy. It really helps you understand the cycles and the market, and it helps you become a lot more profitable in crypto. So those are the top 3 things I use to trade crypto: volume, chart patterns, and market cycles. And by the way, look at Bitcoin here on Coinbase. Look at all this volume. Volume precedes price. If you want to talk about what happened to Apple computers, where Apple computers just went vertical, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a lot like Apple computers early day, before Apple pretty much did this. It went like that. It went completely vertical. Bitcoin is like early day Apple before it went vertical. So I think Bitcoin will go vertical in a way a lot of people are not expecting because of all the volume. There's so much demand. The charts don't lie. They're telling us exactly what we need to know to be profitable in these markets. So there you go, you guys. Volume, chart patterns, and market cycles. Those 3 things will make you a profitable investor and trader. All you got to do is apply them, learn how to use them, and you can be profitable too. Also, you guys, check out the Lifetime VIP, link in the description box below. I'd love to have you on the team, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.